Good evening, everybody. I was going to go live in a little bit, but I'm fixing to go out and do my walk, and then it's going to be after 7:15 before I get back. But anyway, I wanted to go ahead and touch a few bases with you, so I'm going to do a pre-recorded video. So, the first thing I want to know is I posted some things today. I'm going to change kind of our lineup here. And we're going to talk a little about different things every time we come on. But today, I think I posted something like about losing weight at 68, and I did. I lost 100 pounds. And one of my question is that are you interested in trying to learn more about that? I'd be willing to go over with whatever you want to know and answer your questions. And, and was it easy and what kind of struggles I had? And I mean, I'm human like everybody else. And it was easier this time to try because I think I was ready, and I think that makes a big difference. But I'll tell you one thing, I am not. Now, I don't know how most 68, 69-year-old people are, but I am 68, and I can get up and down without holding on to anything. I can walk, I can go outside and walk, I can bend, I can now get down and get up. I'm kind of slow on that. I need to start working on that. So that's another thing. I can bend over. I can do all of those things. And to me, I feel like a lot of that is due to my weight loss. And because I can move freer. Okay, and sometimes you don't have to lose that much weight, but if you can get out there and but the exercise does wonders for you. I'm telling you. I did not start walking till after I lost about 60 pounds, and I made it a point after I started walking. I'm not gonna quit walking. I like walking, and just give me something to go on, and I'm ready to go. And I love it. And during the summer when it's like 110 outside, I go walking about 10:30 at night, and I'll walk my whatever time I'm going to walk that day. I'll go out there and do it. And so you have to just kind of make these things, but you have to make these things happen for you. And I'm going to start something to be working towards March the 1st when I get out of Facebook jail. I am going, but the thing is I know there's a demand for this because I got in jail or whatever you want to call it, restricted jail, whatever they call it, both on Facebook. But I got there because I had too many views, they said. And there's a lot of people that need this and want this. And I'm hoping that all of y'all will stay with me and let's go through this and let's get this done. And it's not going to be an overnight success. I hope to be here longer than overnight. I hope to be here for a long time. Even online, I want to be here. And I just think that what I want to do March the 1st is I want between now and then, I'm going to Tuesday, that'll be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, okay? Wednesday, Thursday, so 4 to 5 days and we'll be out of this mess. But they just told me I had too many views because they thought I wasn't real. Well, they found out I'm real, and they're also finding out I'm not going anywhere. So I'm here to stay, and I'm gonna make this platform work because I have too many people telling me they need it. So, if we can give, after March the 1st, what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to do Wednesday and Fridays, because that's the days I'm going to talk about more things than others. Right now, I'm still just in the process of getting that all lined up, but I will give y'all tips on those days. On cooking days, I will cook one day a regular meal that most people would cook. I told you I did not cook diet meals. I don't know if you want to call it diet meals. I cooked regular food for my husband. I measured my food, and that's how I got my weight off. Because I didn't do a lot of the stuff, and I don't do the sweeteners, and I don't do, because you can do everything with what you eat naturally, because I wasn't going to have 2 grocery store bills. I mean, that's just, it's already bad enough for just the regular grocery store bill. But anyway, so like, somebody asked me today, and I can't respond, so I'm gonna have to respond on here. Somebody asked me, how do you make pizza? Well, I do like pizza, and I've told y'all a lot of food allergies, but what I do is I just like cheese pizza, okay? So I will make a pizza, and I'll put the sauce on it for my husband, and I'll make me, like a quarter of it, and he eats the other half, the other 3/4. But then I slice it up, and I use the Pillsbury pizza dough in the can. And they have thin crust and they have thick crust. We like the thin crust. And anyway, so I do just a portion of it, but I can't eat the sauce because of my tongue, but I still like, my allergies and stuff, and it affects my tongue. And I like pizza. So what I do is I just put mozzarella cheese on mine, and then I fix his like he wants it. And he has the sauce, he has the meat, he has the pepperoni, he has the works on his. And that's the way I fix pizza. But, and I'll cut my end off separate before I put all the stuff on his with all, but you could still do the same thing. You just have to count what you put on there, and then you just measure it and then you weigh, well, you don't really weigh, but you measure, because you can go by the thing on the container, and you can get exactly your calorie count. You can get all of it. So, but I actually use Weight Watchers. And Weight Watchers breaks it all down. When I put it in there, it just breaks it down. And I know what I can eat. I know what I cannot eat. If I want, and I found that, like a piece of that, and it's about this wide. You can't really tell, but it's about yay wide, about a cookie sheet wide. And I will use 3/4 of it after I get it stretched out, and then I'll make 1/4 for me. And I'll put my cheese on it because I don't eat the sauce and stuff. And then I'll divide that up into 3 pieces. One piece fills me up because they're pieces about like that. They're, you'd have 1, 2, 3, whatever the size, about the size of a cookie sheet. And that's what I eat. And that fills me up. And then if I want something else with it, of course, I can put vegetables on it, and you can, all the vegetables you want on it if you want a vegetable pizza. And so with that, it's like 3 points. It's like 3 points off my Weight Watchers. So that's what it tells me. Now, as far as to get into calorie-wise on that, I can't tell you that because I don't know what that is, because I do the points. And but anyway, so there's things you can eat like that. I make homemade beef stroganoff. I eat that. I just measure it out. I measure everything. And I the only thing I don't measure is green beans. That's probably about it. But like my pinto beans, I try to eat a 1/2 cup of pinto beans a day, or 1/2 cup of fresh lima beans I cook. And I eat a 1/2 cup of those a day, and they're just strictly protein. They're no points. And but that's good for you. And it works on all facets of your body, so it's good for you. It's got protein, it's got fiber, it's got potassium, and those are all the things we need. So, but with all that being said, this is the kind of stuff, so I'm working up till March the 1st, and then I'm going to have a plan. Right now, I cannot reply to any of your comments because they're not letting me. I can do that again starting on Sunday, okay? So Sunday I can start doing that, and I will continue to do that just like I did. But they had to prove I was a real person and not a robot, and that's what got me shut down. So anyway, but they said I just had a really big platform, and when they have big platforms, it's usually a really good cause why it's doing it. And we've set ours up between weight after the age of 60, or probably 60 and after and above, that, people say you have to do the medicines, your metabolism's too slow, you're not ever going to get the weight off. And, I feel like I don't want to take medications, and I was on the verge of being a diabetic. I didn't want it. I had pre-diabetes. I did not want it. So the only thing to do was to fix the problem. And I did not want to take the medications because that just makes everything worse to me in my book. Because then that just brings on more problems, and then that brings on more problems, and I want to go this way, not that way. So I want to go back in time a little bit, just a little bit, not much. But you know, when you can bend, when you can go outside and walk and not hurt, and if you're hurting and you can't walk, get up and make yourself walk for 2 minutes. You can walk 2 minutes for 5 days. You know what? Try to do 12 minutes the next 5 days. That's the way you do it. And do it on the hours that you feel your best during the day. That's when you do it. And so say you've got ailments and say you have problems, because a lot of people at this age do. You just pick the time that you feel the best during the day and you move. If you sit in your chair, you can go on YouTube. It doesn't cost you anything, just YouTube. And you can go on there if you've got a smart TV or if you've got a phone that's got a smartphone. Type in YouTube. When you get to YouTube, put in chair yoga. Okay? You can sit there and they have it where you sit in a chair and you do not have to get out of a chair. And it's called chair yoga. Amazing the way people feel. And my dad is 91 years old. He will be 92. He does this 3 days a week. And he moves good. So, you know, I'm just saying, chair yoga is good. So I would highly recommend that to anybody. And, of course, check with your doctor and make sure you can do all that stuff. But, you know, I just think anything you can do to improve yourself and just make yourself better. Make sure you get enough fluids. And, you know, not everybody can drink the same amount of fluids a day as somebody else. If you've got kidney problems, you're not going to be able to. But if you don't, just make sure you get your water in there sometime during the day, because water really, really is the key. And that's the key. Getting rest at night. I say getting rest, movement. And if you have to sit in a chair and do, I mean, even if it's just do your arms like this, you know, raise your arms up, you know, just whatever you can do to get your blood moving a little bit is where you're going to, you know, experience good things. And I want to see everybody that's on here that's asking me all these questions and we want to do this and want to do that. I want to do every bit of it with you. And I'm here, and that's what I'm going to be here for. And we can work out a plan and make it work. So with that being said, that's kind of what I'm working towards, since I've got a little bit of this downtime that I can't be doing this other stuff, but I still have to post everything I have to post all day. And that's it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. But to me, I think it's going to be worth it. So I just got to get out of Facebook jail so I can pick up and let's move on. And so I'm going to do, anyway, so that's what I was going to tell you today. And then the other thing I was going to speak on, and I think we'll probably talk about this tomorrow, is just from the simple fact of at this age, I'm going to say 60 and above, okay? And I'm 68, so we'll start at 60 and above. But is there ever time? I mean, I think that's what we'll talk about tomorrow morning is fear. Fear of, you can be fearful of things. You can be fearful of the crazy world we live in. You can be fearful of being lonely. Your kids don't come to see you. You can be, I mean, there's so many things. You don't want to be a burden on anybody if you get sick. You know, this is the kind of things all of us, even at this age, we need to start thinking about, because we just have to make sure everything is right. And none of us want to be a burden to our kids. None of us do. Some of us might, but for the most part, I don't think we do. But so that's what we're going to talk about maybe tomorrow. And, you know, I'm going to do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're going to talk about these things. But now that it's Tuesday, I'm doing it now because I'm starting all this actually this week and next week. I was going to cook today, but I cooked last night. So I will cook on Thursday. And if anybody wants me to cook a particular thing, let me know, and I'll show you what I do. And And if you want to talk about foods, we can talk about foods. We can make simple meal plans that we can figure stuff out that doesn't cost you a lot of money, because everybody says when you go on, I don't want to say a diet, I call it a lifestyle change. You have to buy this, you have to buy that. And yeah, you can see where it would get really expensive, but there's ways that you don't. You can just do like whatever you buy. And most people, they have proven, most people buy the same thing every 2 weeks for groceries. They just say they do because that's the way they've got their budget set and they know exactly what they can buy. What I do every 2 weeks is for 2 weeks, I'll buy whatever's on sale at the store that week. When I buy my groceries, the meats, whether it be chicken, beef, pork, whatever. I don't eat a lot of pork. My husband likes pork. But whatever is on sale is what I buy. And then the next 2 weeks when I go back, now sometimes I'll go back on that next week if I find that next week they got a really good sale on something. But I always buy my chicken, buy one, get one free. And that's usually at Kroger or your Publix. The Tyson is just regular raw chicken, it's very fresh chicken. And that's what I buy. You buy one, get one free. And they do it every month. And, steaks are not real common in our house because you just can't buy them. They're too freaking expensive. And, but I buy beef, I buy chicken, I buy pork for my husband, I buy roast, I buy just whatever, like I said, whatever's on sale. And that's the way we eat. And then I will put everything accordingly to whatever it is I bought that week. And but I always wait for because I know the chicken's gonna go on sale, so you can get. I cook this stuff. It's called Catalina chicken on the grill. You can cook it with breast. The best part of the meat to cook it with is either chicken legs or the thighs because it's dark meat. Oh my gosh, it's just so good. Anyway, and it's real juicy and it's just really good. But anyway, with that being said, what I would say is that anyway, so I do that. So I'll buy, it'll be like 2 packages you get for like $7. So I'll buy like 4 of them, and that'll last me, you eat chicken once a week or something, twice a week. I'd eat chicken every meal if I could. I do every day. I eat chicken every day. But with all that being said, I want us to get into a little more depth of this. I do not want this to be our full-time thinking thing. So Tuesday and Thursdays are going to be different. It's just going to be a little bit light-hearted. It's going to be happier things because sometimes this other stuff can kind of get you really down, But I just thought tomorrow we're going to talk about fear. And I want you to think about that because the fear, like I said, can be loneliness. It can be a burden to your children if you get sick and you don't have the proper things in line. You don't want your child to, if you pass away, not to be able to, you already have your plan in place, what needs to be done. Fear of going outside and something happening. All of us have some type of fear of something, I promise. And I have fears of that. People have fears of getting sick. People have fears of going to big places. And we all, we can all understand some of that. And so that's what we want to talk about tomorrow. So we'll talk about that for probably about 15 minutes tomorrow. And that's all the time I'm going to give it. So y'all think about it. If you have questions, then I want you to put them down here tonight. And I'll address those tomorrow when we come back. But anyway, I have to keep these videos short because they chop it into 15 videos. And if y'all see that tonight, give me about 15 minutes. Once you see that, just don't go into them and let me fix it, okay? Once I get in there and get it fixed, then you're going to be free to go. And but anyway, that's what the thing is. And I hope I'm not being scatterbrained and going back and forth. That's not what I'm doing. And but come March the 1st, I want everything to be in place. I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to be very honest with you right here. When I started this page a month ago, I had high hopes, okay? I had real high hopes because I thought, you know what, the things I needed when I went through this, it would have been nice to have. And I'm going to tell you, it is overwhelming the amount of things that I am reading and people are sending me. It is just, there's a need for it. So that's why I said, come March the 1st, that's going to be our full kickoff day, okay? I'm going to have things planned for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I'll have it all figured out. I'm going to have it in a little plan book for me, so I'll know exactly what I'm talking about, what I'm going to tell you, and I will even answer questions on the deal if y'all will send them to me, and on those days, I will answer the questions. And then I'm going to have, it's going to be like our Fresh Mondays. Wednesday will be like, I think just maybe kind of delving into some of this stuff. Instead of just surface, we're going to kind of get into it. And on Friday is going to be our progress celebration. Will be, you know, and I have pinned on my page, if you'll look on the very first part, an accountability chart. And I'm going to refresh that every 7 days. So every Tuesday, I will go in there and refresh that. You can write your accountability for the week right there. Just go on my front of my page and you can put it right there. And what you did, if you walked a mile today, if you ate good today, if you drank 1 extra bottle of water today and that's something you're proud of, put it on there. We'll praise you for it. We'll give you the accountability you need to keep going. And that's what it's all about. So that is it. The very first, if you'll just go to my page, you will see that's the very first thing that's going to pop up on my page. And then you just leave it on there and it comes directly to me. And then we will, but I can't post to anybody until Sunday. I know it drives me nuts, but you know what? I've got to play the game. So that's what I'm doing. They found out I wasn't a robot, so I guess that's a good thing. So anyway, so we're going to hang in there together. We're going to get this done. And I want to stand behind all of you. I want everybody to feel good. I want everybody to succeed. And the only way to do it is for us to start doing. Okay? So that's what I wanted to talk to you about tonight. And then, so I'm going to now make a post that I will not be on at 7. I'm going to put my recorded thing on there. And y'all will have it. And if y'all have any questions on this, please, please just send it back to me, okay? And but anyway, I've got a lot of stuff I'm working on. I've been working on it all day today. And to tell you that I'm tired, I'm not lying, I'm tired. But I just want to get everything in the right place. So that's why we're going to do this. But if y'all know what you want me to cook on Thursday, please put it down here for me and I'll do it. And then I will show you different days what our healthy meals that I cook. Because sometimes, he likes salads and he likes, different things. I'll show you what he eats. And sometimes he eats like really bad stuff. I mean, it's good stuff, but it's really not good for you. But that's him, not me. So, we can't go there. Everybody's different. He'll come around. He did walk with me a little while the other day, so it's part of that. But he's out working now. He's a plumber, so he's out always working. So, anyway, with that being said, I'm going to leave y'all with this, and I am going to be back in the morning, and I will do a live at probably 9 to 9:30. Let's say 9:30. Okay, we'll be at 9:30, and we're going to talk about what I just talked about a minute ago. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but I hope y'all all come back. I hope you join us. I hope you follow me and do all the things, and then we'll be back. And if y'all don't mind, since I cannot comment on anything, I've just got to keep my engagement up, and my engagement is if y'all can kind of leave me a hello, how are you? I don't like what you do. I like what you do, whatever it is, okay? Just whatever it is. And I've had some really sweet people. And y'all just kind of warmed my heart a little bit today with some of the things that y'all have said. And there's a lot of people that really appreciate what I'm trying to do here. And that makes me feel good because I really do like helping people. And, you know, it's just, it's something that I like to do. I did it when I worked. I took care of people. And so with all that being said, I just want all y'all to know I'm here for the long haul. I hope it works out. I hope my numbers stay good. And if y'all just keep commenting, replying to me, then if y'all can just do that, I don't care if it's one word. If you do that, that helps me until Saturday, okay? Because, no, the 1st, I get to go back on the 1st is when I get to do it. So it'll be on the 1st at 6:17 p.m. And I guess that's actually Sunday. So Sunday at 6 o'clock, 6:17 p.m. we'll be back on, and I can go back to, and y'all might not have to help me quite so much, but I appreciate everything you're doing to try to help me keep there. And some of you are hitting it on every notch, and I just want to tell you I appreciate it a lot. It's not going unnoticed. And so anyway, that's kind of where we are, and I just wanted to come in and tell y'all that. And we will get through this, and this one a whole lot longer than, they're probably going to chop it up. So when I get it posted, if you will give me about 10 minutes once you see it go up, okay, then I will get in here and I'll get it fixed down to one video. So I don't know why they do that, but that's what they do. So anyway, y'all, I'm really happy y'all are with me. I'm happy that y'all have chosen to be here. And I hope that we can just continue this and everything just gets better and better. And I know I was supposed to reply to somebody, and I can't remember who it was. And I didn't write it down. I should have. I'm sorry. If I think about it, I'll just come back on and make that reply to somebody. But anyway, other than that, if you don't mind helping me, then we'll all be good. And then I will talk to y'all in the morning. And you may see me post one more thing tonight, because I think there's 1 or 2 more things they've asked me to do. So I'm going to do that. And but anyway, it's all good. And again, I appreciate you. And I don't want to sound like I'm going in circles or whatever, but that somehow my brain does that. That's the reason I want to get on this organization thing. And then everything is going to be just like it's supposed to be. And I think it's going to be a really good thing that we're going to be doing. So until tomorrow, I will talk to y'all then. Y'all have a great night. And I'll see y'all in the morning. You may see me again tonight, but I don't know. But if you do, I'll be here, and I hope you're there, okay? All right, we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.